Hey, welcome to day 2. We have upper body strength today. We are going to focus on getting the pump up top. Start with a warm up. We're going to work through our circuits 30 seconds on, 15 seconds rest. Cool down, simple as that, okay? So I just want you to focus on picking weights that feel good to start in the first round. You can always increase as we go, but the goal is to keep moving throughout the time, which is why we're working for 30 seconds. With that said, let's get started with our warm up. We're going to start with shoulder rolls, okay? So I want you to take it back, all right, for a few rolls, and then I want you to bring it forward. So we're just prepping the body. Take it back, 30 seconds each. Just nice, easy numbers to work with. And we're building that strength week by week. It's going to be really exciting to see where we end up. All right, and I know it's going to be in a better place and beautiful. Now we're going to go into chest hugs. You know, that's the scientific name here. So we're going to take it out wide and then come in, and then you're going to switch arms over top. And if you want, step side to side. Otherwise, you can go ahead and stay in place. Everything's nice and loose and working here. Focus on your breath and connection. We're working on steady lifts today. Good control, all right? Checking in on our range of motion, all the things. Last couple seconds, and then we're gonna get into alternating overhead reach, and good. So when you take that right hand, reach over top, really lengthen and feel that stretch, and take it to the other side here. Inhale in between, exhale as you stretch out. Feel that lengthen down the side. Good. We're getting it going here. Whoop! Side to side. I really leaned over, and that was the core check-in. Last couple seconds. Amazing. Last 3, 2, and 1. Now let's talk YTW. I want you to take your thumbs here. We're going to face forward. We're going to go Y, come back to center, rotate the thumbs away. T, come back to center, bring the thumbs to nose, open up, shutters. Okay? Take it down. Y, rotate the thumbs, T, bring it here, and W. So if you're looking at the side view here, thumbs are going to go up. We're opening up that posture, taking it out to the side, bringing it here. Thumbs are going to come into those ears, bisecting their last couple seconds, and then we get into our demo. And nicely done. So let's talk about our first circuit here and block. We're working through 3 exercises. We're going to come down into that low plank first. Okay, you want to have your feet hip width apart. You're going to set yourself up here. If you need a modification, start in that high plank, but then drop your knees down. If you have something like me, like this reflection here, I want you to check your stance, okay? That's number 1. We'll learn the rest as we go. Here we go. In 3, 2, and 1. Come up into that plank right here. Lock in, keep that neutral alignment. Hips are up. Checking in, drawing that belly button into spine. Find your breath here. After this, we're going to get into our bicep curl. So you're going to want to pick a weight that feels good to you. You can start with a medium weight. Last couple seconds. Hold it here. 3, 2, and time. Great. So when you're thinking about a weight, as we're working through our time periods, I want you to pick a weight that by the time that we get to about 5 seconds left, it starts to feel challenging, but you can still complete good reps. We are on. So we're curling right here. You're nice and fresh. Again, this is steady tempo. Inhale down, exhale up. And then by the time we get towards that end, last couple reps, they start to fatigue, but I don't want you to feel like you're starting to compensate or do anything crazy. If that feels like the case, I want you to lower that weight. That way we can build up, and then when we're ready, we bump up. Simple, all right? Here we go, last one, and time. Great, now we're going into tricep kickbacks. You're gonna hinge forward, you're gonna come into that row, and then you'll kick straight back. So that's what I want you to pick a weight for. We do this together in 3, 2, and 1. Hinge forward, lock into that row, kick back, bring it back, and down. Exhale as you kick back, neutral alignment. Find the top of your mat. Okay, you don't want your head to be hanging low. Make sure you feel aligned from head right down your back. That's it. We're going to finish out this first round here, and then we are going to take our break, and then we'll come back to the top and time. Nice pump going already. Take a second to reset here. Okay, you've already felt out what the first round feels like. So now I want you to think, what's going to feel good to you in round two? If it still feels like the weight you had, keep rocking with that, because you know things are going to compound and add up by the time we get to round three. Feel it out. Let's come on down. We're going to go in about 15 seconds, okay? Coming back into that low plank. Set yourself up. Again, if you're dropping down to your knees to modify, start in a higher position, then drop from there. We are up in 3, 2, and we are up. Check in here. Make sure you're not arching that back. Tuck those hips in. Okay, check in with your shoulder blades. So good. Building the space, building that foundation. After this, we're coming up into bicep curl again. Tell me your core is warmed up without telling me your core is warmed up. I can feel it, and time. Come on out of that. We're going into bicep curl next. I just love a good old bicep curl. It just is like classic, and it just makes you feel good about the pump. Here we go. We are on and up. One thing I want you to note about your bicep curls that's really easy to do as we get tired, making sure those elbows are pinned by side. We don't want to lift away and recruit other muscles and kind of use that momentum, stay locked in, but they're not resting on your rib cage, all right? Take it up and down. Ooh, things are settling in. Let's go. 2 and time. All right, I'm gonna keep these weights here. We're hinging over into that tricep kickback. All right, you wanna go ahead and brace that core, rib cage down, hips tucked, soft bend in the knees, hinge forward, and we're gonna take it back into that row, lock in, kick back from there. Kick back from there. Stay up in that row. Your back is engaged the entire time. Imagine that you even have like a broomstick right on your back between you and the elbows right there. You don't want those elbows to drop. That's where the work's coming in, hinging at the elbows. Take it out and time. Like that. Round 2 is done. We're gonna go back up to the top one more time for that plank. Thank goodness this plank is at the top, because the more you get that pump, you are about to feel it. So we're coming down into this third round. Again, this is where we're going to start to tune in, right? If you're feeling tired or fatigued, start to check into the areas that might feel like they're compensating. And let's do this. Awareness. We're here. We're present. We go in 12 seconds. Okay. All right. Low plank coming up. Take those arms down. Get ready to take those feet back. We're up in 3, 2, and take it up. I'm doing that check-in here, that reflection. I feel like I'm still getting used to my core, bringing that back in after having baby. It's like reset, check in, use any visual cues that you need. Like I said, a reflection or a mirror. We got this. Breathe through. Make sure that head's not dropping down as we fatigue. Right, full alignment from head to toe. You got this, and time. Ooh, right on the dot. Thank goodness I looked over. My body's like, hello, we are finishing up. Let's come to standing for that curl. We go in 3, 2, and we are up. So where are you at right now? Where are you at mentally? You feeling good? You feeling pumped? Feeling excited? You gotta tell me. I wanna know how you feel getting this in. You asked for this program. Remember, I asked, what does the community want? Y'all said you want strength, so I am giving you strength. We are building up week by week. This is just the beginning. And time. Ooh, that's settling in. I'm glad that we're moving on to other sections in a little bit, but that was solid. All right, we come into that hinge, tricep kickback. 3, 2, and hinge. Take it into that row, lock in, extend back. I feel like these are like fitness skiing positions. I actually don't ski, so I don't know if this is correct, but I imagine this is what it might feel like. I have gone snowboarding a couple of times though. I would like to get more reps in. Maybe with the baby now, that'll be a goal. We're down the line, finish here, 3, 2, and time. That is done. We have our break here. I'm gonna take a sip of water. Going on into our next circuit, we're gonna start on the floor. We are gonna have Superman. So we did that plank, taking care of the front of our core. Now we're going to a back, taking care of that low back. For your Supermans, you're gonna come out, arms extended here, and you lift up and down. That is exactly what we're doing. After that, I'll tell you what's up. We're gonna flip over like a hot cake. We're gonna have an alternating chest press, so start thinking about weights you want for that. And then we're gonna do a bird dog row, a little variation, some back exercise. All right, let's go. Facing down, we're up and we're on. So as you're lifting up, I want you to keep that eye line down because we're thinking neutral. You don't need to look out in front of you. I'm just looking over because I need to check time. Make sure you're good. Arms out. Lift as best as you can. If you can get those arms in line with your ears. 3, 2, and time. Awesome. Flipping over. Pick weights for your chest press. Again, start with a weight. Let's see if it's a good fit. But you basically want a weight that by the time we get to 25 seconds, it feels like it's challenging but not overwhelming. Down and press. Alternating sides. We have the dumbbells lined up right in the middle here by chest. Elbows out to the side. Press straight up. Make sure your arms are not in line with your shoulders. Okay, we're not coming into that area there. Right, we're thinking about basically, the nipple line. That's where we're aligned, straight up and down. Let's just make it clear. And time. We are flying through this circuit, I'll tell you that much. Bird dog row. I want you to take one dumbbell to start. We're doing one side in this first round. Let's get that dumbbell in that right hand. Tabletop position. Extend that left leg out. Come into that row on the other side. If this feels like too much, you can adjust the weight with a dumbbell. Other option, take that back foot, tap it down like a kickstand. The big thing for you here, because we're working that core extra stabilizing, is make sure you're not leaning into that hand. You want to check in that your hips are square. All right. And time. So when we get into round 2, we'll take it to the other side. Okay. All right, break is coming up right here. I'm just gonna set these weights out to the side. We've got those Supermans. Are you feeling the pump? I think so. I know I am. Whoo, baby. Whew. Okay. Down on the floor we go. Arms out. This is where we're starting to feel tired. This is where you gotta tell yourself, lift up by ears. Get that mind and body connection happening. Arms straight out in front. We go in 3, 2, and 1. Facing down, lift up. Squeeze for that second at the top. Drop down with control. The work is on the way up. So that is where you're breathing. Well, you're breathing the whole time, you know what I mean? Exhale. Inhale down. Exhale up. That's it. Good work. Last bit here. Quick up control. 3, 2, and time. That one's done. Flip over, alternating chest press. Pick your weights. Did it feel easy the first round? If so, bump up. If it was too hard, drop it down or stay the same. 3, 2, and we're on. Low back to the mat. Press up. There's where your breath's going on that work. Control down. You don't want those elbows to slam down into the floor. Right? But you're not doing that. You know exactly what's up. Taking it in. And that's sometimes how we find out how we really feel about a weight. The control we can have, that time under tension and time flipping over. We've got that bird dog row. This time that dumbbell is in that left hand, and that means that right leg is going to come up. Okay, lock in, hip square, 2, and leg up, row. Keep in mind, if you are lifting a heavier weight, right? Like, because we're really pushing strength this program, you might not get as many reps, but you're still getting that work because you're lifting with control. If you're lifting lighter, you might find that maybe you're getting more reps than you feel like you're getting compared to me, and that's a-okay. This is your lift, your journey. We're doing it, and time. This is why we're working for time periods, so we can sync up however it's best fit for us. All right, we've got one more round. One more round. Coming down onto the floor. Superman's. If you're feeling tight, roll back. Roll that neck out. Oh, that feels good. Come on down to the floor. Set yourself up. Arms extended. Nice little break. And guess what? After this round, we have one more circuit. Just like that. All right, last 10 here. Again, facing down. We're going to lift up. The goal is to get that arm by ears. Let's do this in 3, in 2, and 1. We're up. Good breath, because that's what you want. You just want the sound of me breathing in your ear on your screen right now. So important. It's pretty surprising, I will say, throughout my years of training, how hard it is for people to breathe sometimes. And time. It truly is a skill that you need to have to protect you, to make it more efficient with your lift. So don't downplay it. Make those huff and puff sounds. Do what you gotta do. We're on. Now flex that low back. Alternating sides. I'd say for me this round, I am enjoying the chest press the most. So now let's talk about our last exercise, that bird dog row. We were lifting one side at a time previously to focus, and now this last one, we are gonna split the time halfway. So let's agree, we're gonna start with that dumbbell in our right hand, lifting that left leg, and then we will switch, okay? And time. So set yourself up. Keep that other dumbbell close by so we can make that quick shift and transition. Place that left hand inside that left dumbbell. Okay, left leg's going up, lifting with the right, and we are on. We're doing 15 seconds here, and then we switch. Get ready to transition over in 3, 2, and good. Place that right hand inside. Lock in and lift. Good, smooth switch. We talked about it. We did it. Again, you can have that back foot down, just tapped, but belly button stays drawn in, and time. Let's take our rest break for our third and final circuit. Okay, we're gonna start with Russian twist first. Option to go body weight if that feels good for you. Otherwise, you can pick one dumbbell, and we're gonna go side to side. Other option, you can add the legs up, but make sure you're not swiveling those legs too much and you're keeping it to the obliques. So sometimes keeping your heels on the floor will help you stay accountable to that. After that, we're gonna come to standing, bent over row, more back, more strong posture, that's what's up. And then we press. All right, let's go. Russian twist, 3, 2, and 1. Started seated up, lean back till you feel that core engage. Side to side you go. For this one where you pick a weight, You don't want to feel like you're straining anything. You want it to feel like good work on your obliques as you get deep into the sides here. I'm starting with heels down to just test out this weight, side to side. Again, steady tempo, especially because I'm lifting heavier here. And time. Coming up to standing, we're going into bent over row. Taking that same position we took in that tricep kickback. Right? Remember how I said we got in the row in the first place? Now we're actually sticking to it. Hips tuck, ribs cage down, shoulders back, hinge forward, and straight back. Exhale, squeeze, control on the way down, shoulder blades kiss. I think I need some water. Get back. Making sure you're pulling, engaging the back first and not using your bicep to draw that weight up, and time. So that's really important for you to remember. You're not pulling with the arm, you engage with the lat first. To get back, we're going into shoulder press. I'm gonna go with these fives overhead. All right, take this side here, lined up with ears, and press straight up. These weights will go up. By the end of the program, we can count on that. All right, I'm putting it out there that you can hold me accountable, that you see some different weights by the time we get to the end of this. And I'm confident in that because we're working on mobility, so I'm gonna have an extra love on the shoulder. I'm gonna feel good and strong. And one more time. First round of those done. That means we've got 2 more. Come on down to the floor. I'm gonna take that sip of water that I said I needed so I can coach you through the rest of this. Oh yes. I can feel my heart pumping. This is like the high intensity resistance training that's coming into play here. You push yourself with those weights, right? It's work. It's gonna make you work. It doesn't always have to be like cardio or anything high impact. We're working on a different set of goals here, and we are here to improve strength and mobility. All right, pick up your weights. We go into the Russian twist. Start seated up straight. We lean back. Side to side. Watch those knees as you're shifting side to side. Do your best to kind of keep them steady in place. They'll naturally move, but you don't want them swiveling. I want you to make sure that you are getting that work up top. You are rotating the dumbbell, right? It's not anything superficial. Shoulders are dropped and away from ears, and time. That's another thing. When you pick a weight, if you are up here side to side, that's a sign that the weight is too heavy for you. You want it dropped, working on posture, right? You want these back rows that you're working on to be put to use, right? And back. Neutral alignment again, top of mat. It's really common to drop that head facing forward. You should not be looking directly down at your feet, right? You might see it in your peripherals, and that's okay. Straight back. Draw it in. Control down. One more. And time. Holy guacamole. Okay, we've got shoulder press next. I hope you are feeling pretty dang good about yourself here. This is a good day too. And we are on shoulder press straight up. With this too, as you start to, don't arch that back, tuck it in. If you're starting with lighter weights, it might be something you don't notice at first, but I'm telling you, it's gonna be so important as you start to lift heavier. Making sure you're supporting the right way. And again, doing it because you have that strength building in the right places, not because you're compensating. 3, 2, and time. And I say that from experience because before I was even the trainer, I was playing volleyball in college. We went to the weight room and we were doing squat racks. And I was like, ooh, yeah, like let me bump up weights. And I bared that weight on my low back and I had to sit out a couple games and I was very sad. So yeah, fair warning as a professional and as someone who has experienced it. All right, we're gonna grab our weights. If you're using one, if you're feeling fatigued and you can't support that, body weight is also an option for this Russian twist. Let's hold that weight. We start up, shoulders down. At chest, lean back in 3, 2, and 1. Let's do this. This is it. 3 exercises, and then we pull down and we are going to our roller to help with that recovery. I feel like you can tell what weight I'm lifting based on what my voice sounds like as I'm coaching you through this. Last bit. Come on. 2 and time. That one's done. Come to standing. Back row. We had a lot of back today. Low back, upper back, back with stability on one side with the bird dogs. Let's come into that row. But we do so much facing forward, right? Maybe you're driving in a car all day, carpooling, maybe you're sitting at a desk, maybe you're nursing a kid. All of the above, just so many reasons why we want to open back up and strengthen that back. Holy moly, we're almost there. Push with me. Let's go. 2 and 1. Time. That was it. That was it. Let's come into hip shoulder press. Take that pump. 3, 2, and let's go. Holy moly. I feel like that is the session name. Holy moly, holy guacamole. We did it. Get your pump in. Good press. Last one, okay? Find a way to push through. If you need to go into alternating sides to finish, do what you got to do, or just take a longer beat in between, check in, like that. Just keep moving. Find your tempo. Find what's going to motivate you to finish. 3, 2, and time. Done, 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 done. Grab your roller. We're going to come into position to stretch. We're going under that right arm to start here. Okay, so taking it under our right arm, under that armpit, basically, I want you to come into your left. So you're leaning back just a little bit. Once that feels good, you can kind of rock back and forth because you might find that it hits in a different position. I want you to get used to kind of exploring with your roller. Straight up and down, locked in place. That's it. Last couple seconds, then we switch sides. 3, 2, and good. Swap it over. Take it under that left arm, extend out, and here, laying on your side. And you don't want anything, again, you're gonna hear me say over and over because I wanna make sure you know what to look for. You don't want any sharp shooting pains, okay? You want it to feel like a sweet release. You can take extra pressure off by supporting yourself a little bit if that helps, okay? But just take it nice and gentle. Breathe through. We're gonna come into a chest roll in 3, 2, and go ahead and switch. And let's take it to the front here. Bring that hand to the small of the back. And let's go side to side. So just seeing how it feels going back and forth. If it feels good and you maybe find a position, you can pin it down. One, just breathe through if there's a knot there. Other than that, you can also take the arm out and back. I feel a knot in the front here. It's actually coming into my shoulder a little bit, but you can play with the pec area and good. Switch sides. I feel like I want to spend a little extra time there. But this is great. And I think what we're going to discover over the next couple of weeks together as we go through these movements is maybe some tender areas that we didn't know about, areas where we need a little extra love. And I'm telling you, it's the game changer. The more you do this consistently, the more you get to lift consistently, lift heavier, all the things. Okay, after this, we're going to take this to our back. So lining up with the bra line mid-back and good. Taking it to your back. Find it there And I want you to take light fingertips behind the ears and extend back and bring it up. Extend back and bring it up. At the same time, start to creep the roller up the back, the spine. Nice and gentle. Feel that good stretch. Roll down a little bit more. Open up. Oh, it feels so good. Magical. This is one of my favorites. And amazing. Gently come out of that position. Great freaking job. That is day 2 in the books. I hope you're feeling amazing. I want you to come back. Again, we move and play just to see what the body can do. No judgment, just being proud that you hit play and then you are here at the end listening to this because you finished. I'm proud of you. I'll see you next time.